Kia ora ti whānau, no moi hoki mai. So I've had a lot of people ask me about Pulschain after I did those 2 short videos because of the price. And look, to be honest, it's a new blockchain. It's got the whole backing of the Hex community. It's going to do well in the future. I'm not even going to debate that fact. So I think it's, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Consult a professional if you need to for financial advice. But I was in the sacrifice for this, and I believe that this, this is going to, in long term, in a couple of years from now, I think this will make millionaires just like Hex did, right? So it's, it's got a lot of adoption already. There's already a lot of dApps built. They had testnet for a couple of years, so everything was pre-built. It's running. It's awesome. It's just getting better. So a lot of people ask me, how the hell do they get the PLS or the PLSX token? So the problem is, the barrier to entry, the hard part is that, like every other blockchain, for example, Ethereum, on Ethereum you need the ETH token for gas fees. So on Pulsechain, which is a totally different blockchain, you need the PLS token for gas fees. The problem is that you can bridge tokens, like for example, I'm going to show you, you can bridge Ethereum over to the Pulsechain in order to buy the Pulse token. But you need the Pulse token there in the beginning to be able to even pay for the transaction fee. So without Pulse, PLS token being over on the bridge, on the Pulsechain side in your MetaMask, you can't do anything anyway. Okay, so we're going to tackle that problem. I just want to show you, firstly, what you need to do is make sure that your MetaMask is open, and then come to Pulsechain. I'll leave links to all of this in the description, but you need to come to pulsechain.com. Okay, and then once you're there, you'll see this add Pulsechain to MetaMask, and this is the easiest way to do it. You can do it manually, but if you just click on this, make sure your MetaMask is open, and then click on this, it will bring up all the information here. It's the same information that is right here, so you can do it manually just by adding a network and doing it manually, but this is automatic. It's just a lot easier. But just note that if it doesn't pop up and you need to do it manually, this is the same details down here. Okay, so we'll just go approve. All right, click on approve, and then just go switch network. Well, you don't have to, but you can go to switch network. Okay, and that's already on. Now, if we come up here and open up MetaMask, you can already see it's already on Pulsechain. Okay, and put it back to Ethereum. And so, like, if you're going to do it manual, like I said, and you can't, click on that banner there and it won't do it automatically, you'll just come to the top here where you can add the network, and then just add network. Okay, and then just add a network manually. Okay, you'll just click on that, and that's where you'll add all the details, all these details here. Okay, you'll just add it in here. Okay, so that's how you do that. All right, so now that we have the Pulsechain network added to MetaMask, the first thing that we need to do is we need to make sure that our MetaMask on the Ethereum side, okay, so we make sure that we're on the Ethereum side. We have to have Ethereum, because Ethereum is what we're going to be using to get some Pulse. That'll be sent to our Pulsechain side, and also we need Ethereum because we're going to bridge that over. Okay, we're going to bridge that over to the Pulsechain, and then that will give us the Ethereum on the Pulsechain side, so that we can actually go and buy some Pulse. All right, some PLS. All right, so make sure. If you haven't now, make sure that you've got Ethereum in your MetaMask wallet. Okay, so now I just want to go over a couple of things, a couple of people that you should be following on Twitter, because they're actually they've got some valuable information, and I'll show you one of them has got some valuable information about a way you can get Pulse, the Pulse token. All right, so this guy here, this is the username. Okay, and the reason why he's really good, because look, he's just into Pulsechain and Hex, obviously, and so he's contributing to the community. He's created this. If you see here, you got bento.me Pulsechain. Okay, I've already got it open here. Okay, and it comes to like this hub. Now this hub, look at it, main website. So it's got Pulsechain, PulseX, Hex. All the telegrams are here. Richard Hart, which is the creator of all of this, you definitely want to be following him for tweets. explainer videos, you know, the dApps, the bridge, the exchange, even got revoke permissions, which is an important one for making sure that you, disconnect and revoke any permissions from certain dApps. It's even got a faucet here, which apparently you can get PLS sometimes. And then it's got this PLS burn is really good. I use this daily because it actually, if I click on here, it shows the actual price of PLS right now, and it shows you how much is getting burnt. It shows you the prices on these. It shows you how the bridge is doing, and what's deposited, processed. I mean, it's, look, validators, gas prices. It's really good. It's a really good site. This is awesome, and like everything's here that you need. Price charts. Go to Dex Tools. Everything, literally. So definitely bookmark this, and you'll be using that in the future for sure. Okay, and then this guy, you want to follow this guy too. Okay, so there's the Twitter handle. Okay, and this guy is also, right into Hex and Pulsechain and all that side of it. And what he's created, okay, this is the first way that you can get PLS over to Pulsechain by you using Ethereum to buy it on this side. Okay, so if we come here, he's created this. So if we come here, you'll see here that this is called a gas bridge. And what this basically is that you send it some Ethereum, all right, and it will buy the Pulse and send it on to you, to your MetaMask wallet, to the same address on the Pulsechain side, so that you'll actually have the PLS token on the Pulsechain blockchain for gas fees, okay, for transaction fees. However, this is not open all the time. So from what I've been told, this is going to be open again. We're on Monday. We're on Monday, so tomorrow, Tuesday, I think. But what you need to do is you need to follow this guy, okay, and he will tweet, obviously, when it's open. I think they keep the bridge open for like a day, something like that. Okay, so that's the first option. Now, look, I don't know if these are 100% safe, but a lot of people have used them, and I've seen videos on people actually doing it, and it seems okay, all right? And look, he's in the community, so I can't see anything scammy about this, but, everything's risky, right? Right, now here's the second option, and I tested this, and it worked, and it sent me PLS within, I'm going to show you, okay? So this is the other one. Now, this is not cheap, okay? I mean, you've got to sacrifice some Ethereum to get PLS on the block, on the Pulsechain side, in order for you to be able to do anything at all. It's not easy to get it there right now. So you can see here, there's going to be a fee. Exchange Ethereum to PLS. Okay, so what it's going to do is you're going to connect your wallet, and you can send, 0.01, which will give you about 30. It just gave me, I think, about 39,000 PLS, which is enough. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do this. Okay, so this is this address here. I'll leave in the description. All right. Now look, everything's risky. So I mean, I would use a burner wallet for this, just in case. You can always send the PLS from one wallet to another once it's over on the other side anyway. Okay, so I mean, just use a burner wallet, just an extra account that you have in MetaMask, or create one. All right. So I'm going to connect. All right, and I'm going to connect to this one because I've got some Ethereum in here. Okay, and you can see that this is just standard. So you're giving permission just for account balances and activity, and it's just normal standard connections. All right, I'm going to connect. Okay, you can see that I'm connected. Here's my address up here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to send this amount of Ethereum, and this is what I'm going to get. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to proceed. All right, so I'm sending this amount. Confirm transaction. Now see here, it says the $7.56 will be charged in PLS, so that's on the other side. All right, well, actually not on the other side, but that's what they're taking out. Okay, so confirm transaction. It'll bring up MetaMask. I've got this wallet guard. Okay, so but I've already done this, so I know it's okay. Okay, we have flagged this website as phishing. Do not engage with this transaction. Okay, so it says it's a phishing site, so you got to be warned that it's going to give you this you do what you will. Okay, but I already tested it and it worked. make sure that you revoke it after you've done it, and I'll show you how to do that. Okay, so just continue. All right, it's going to bring up this. So this is just, you know, a standard. There doesn't seem to be anything crazy in here. I'm going to click on confirm. All right, click on confirm. It's happening. Okay, sending ETH stated. Now look, you can view the transaction. All right, while it's doing, it doesn't actually take that long. It took, I think, about a minute, 2 minutes. See, it's already sent the ETH. Now it's receiving PLS. Okay, so there, go. Okay, so now if I come to my MetaMask, all right, and I change this to Pulsechain, boom, here it is. Okay, so the Pulse is in there. So now I've got the PLS token on the Pulsechain. Now I can bridge over some Ethereum, which will be called WETH, wrapped ETH on that side. The W just means wrapped, which means it can be sent cross-chain. Okay, so now that we've got Pulsechain on this side, I'm going to put this back to Ethereum. Okay. Now you can revoke this site. If we come back to here, let me just show you this. I saw revoke. There was revoke on here, wasn't there? So if we come back to the, yeah, here we go. So if we click on revoke, so remember this is the site from this guy here. Okay, that's created this site. Okay, so you want this. So if you click on revoke permissions, okay, and we just grab our address. This is how you can do this. I'll grab this. Okay, I'm just going to paste the address in there. All right, and then so this is our Ethereum address. Okay, showing everything. Okay, so we've got OpenSea, AnySwap. Okay, it doesn't look like, let me have a look. We've given it any permissions anyway, so I don't see anything. All right, and that's on Ethereum. So I've only got Ace Miners and AnySwap, and that's it. So it doesn't look like it. Yeah, it doesn't look like there is any, so there wasn't any to revoke. Okay, so that seems okay. So the phishing site might be the actual website. It might be just throwing up a false flag. It happens. All right, so anyway, it's worked. All right, but like I said, use a burner address anyway. So, you know, you can just come up to these three dots if you've never done it before, and then just go, up to the icon up here, and then just create an account. All right, and you can send your Ethereum and you know, for the transactions and all that sort of stuff there. And then once you've got the PLS, you can just send your PLS to your main wallet. All right. So, all right. So we're on the Ethereum. Let's get rid of this. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to use this site again, because this site had the bridge. Okay. So we've got right here the Pulschain Bridge. Okay. Let me just increase that. Pulschain Bridge. So we're going to click on this. Okay, so first we need to see this. Due to high volume of bridge transactions are delayed, developers are improving the queuing. So if we actually look at, where was it? The burn site. If we come down here, this PLS burn, this will show us on the bridge right here. So it's 98%. I think it's okay. I don't think it'll take long to get your Ethereum through to the Pulschain Bridge. Through the bridge. It might take half an hour. Could take a little bit longer, but I'm not sure. Okay, so back here on the bridge, okay, what we want to do is we want to connect our wallet first. So you've got all these options. I'm going to click MetaMask. Okay, so I've got Ethereum in here. All right, and what I'm going to do now, there's going to be fees. All right, it's not cheap. So just be aware that the fees to send across bridge, Ethereum's not cheap. Okay, so, but you know, is it worth it to get that PLS token right now? I mean, not financial advice, but I'm doing it. All right. I was in the sacrifice, and I've also purchased more, just to let you know. Okay. So I'm going to send over 0. What do we got? I'll put in 2. Okay. And that's going to give me 0.1994 WETH on the other side. Okay. On the Pulsechain side. Okay. So I'm going to click on send. Click here to send, to begin the transfer. Click there, and then just click send. Okay, I don't need to click there. That's just to tell to click this. All right, so we're going to click this. It's going to open up this. All good. Look at that. All clear. Continue. If you haven't got Wallet Guard, install it. All right, I've got a video, just a video before this on Wallet Guard. Okay, you can see it's 20 bucks in gas, so it's not cheap, right? Not cheap at all. So I'm going to. So you really probably want to be sending quite a bit. If you're going to be doing this, you want to be doing it in bigger numbers, I would say. Otherwise, it's just not worth it. Okay, so I'm going to click on confirm. Click on confirm again. Okay. So now, like I said, this could take a while to get over on the other side. Okay, so let me just have a look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to I'll pause this video, and when I see some progress, we'll keep going. Okay, so I just want to show you, if you come up to your MetaMask, so that screen, I just clicked on the side and that screen disappeared. So it hasn't gone over yet. But what I want to show you is if you click on this on your MetaMask and then you come down to that actual transaction, all right, this one here, and you click on that, and then you click on View on Block Explorer, you can actually see it was a success. Okay, so it's gone through, but it still won't show on the Pulsechain side yet because of the bridge. The transaction is okay, but it's still got to get pushed over to the Pulsechain side. Okay, so when it has actually, let me just get rid of that, come back to the bridge. When it has actually arrived, you'll see your WETH balance here. Okay, so like I said, look, it could take, it's not, the bridge is not 100% unclogged yet, so it could take half an hour, it could take an hour, but what I'll do is I'll come back as soon as I see that WETH balance is got the WETH in it, then I'll come back and we'll continue on with the video and buy some PLS. Okay, so as you can see, the WETH has now arrived, the wrapped ETH is now on the Pulsechain side. Okay, so now that we've got that there, and we've also got the PLS to pay for any transactions, we can now buy PLS, okay, Pulsechain. So if we come back to the hub, which has all the information, you can see that we've got the PulseX Exchange right here. Okay, so if we click on this, and then I'm going to switch to Pulsechain. You might already be on the Pulsechain, but you can switch it right here. Okay, switch network and wallet. And then we're going to switch that here. Okay, so now you can see I've got 32,905. That was what we bought on that site. Okay, and let me just change this. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using WETH, which is our ETH that we bridged over, to purchase PLS. Okay, so I'll come down here and you'll see, so basically all you need to, now actually just before we go any further, I just want to show you something. You don't have to use Ethereum to bridge over. Okay, you can, there's all these pools, so you can use Hex, or you can use DAI, which is a stable token. Okay, so you can use that as well. You can even use wrapped BTC. All right. But if you've got stable coins, they could be a good option because then you're not going to lose anything on the Ethereum side of it. So you've got USD coin, USDC. So, I mean, you've got a lot of different ones. But what you will find is that with the Ethereum, which is this one here, the wrapped ETH, you'll see that it's got high volume, so you won't get a lot of slippage as well. Okay, so that's just why I used it. All right, so if we come back to Exchange, I'm going to change this PLS. Because remember, all this is used for is transactions, but we want to buy it. All right, we want to buy a lot of it or more of it. So I'm going to click on this little arrow. Let me just come in here a bit. Click on this little arrow, and then I'm going to choose the WETH, which is what we bridged over. Okay. Then I'm going to swap this bottom one to PLS. Okay, the top one. All right. So now what we can do is we can we've got 0.199, that's what I've got in here. I'll just check to make sure exactly how much it is. Okay, so it's 0.1994, so I don't really need this WETH, so I'm going to spend all of that. All right, so I'm going to put 0.1994, okay, and that's going to give us 1,467 of PLS. Okay, So I'm going to enable it. First, we need to enable it in MetaMask. And I'm going to click on Max, all right, because that's what we've got. Then I'm going to click on Next. Then I'm going to click on Approve. Okay, so I'm not sure how much PLS it's going to be, you know, for the transaction fees, but I know that this will be enough to last you for quite a while. Okay, so now that is the approve, we've enabled it. Okay, so now we have to do is swap it. Okay, so, and just before I go any further, I just want to show you that this here, you can look, this PLSX, this one here, this is actually the decentralized exchange token, and I think this one's going to do really well as well, okay, over time. So, I mean, you could diversify and do, you know, 50-50, or you could do, you know, 70-30, but I mean, I've got both, okay, I've purchased both. I didn't sacrifice for this, I actually purchased it, okay, which I'm glad I did because it's cheaper. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to get, for now, I'm going to get this, okay, and I'm going to click on swap. Then confirm swap. Okay. This is, you can see here, this is actually the fee. You can see the liquidity provider fee. Okay, and what so if you're you can actually farm this as well. Okay, so yeah, it's moving pretty quick. Okay, price updated, accept. Okay, and then confirm swap. Bring up MetaMask, click on confirm. You can see the transaction fee. So it's a lot, right? Look at this. The fees are high at the moment because this is popular and look, there's a lot of transactions going on. I mean, the volume just overtook Binance in total volume. Okay, so it's a lot. There's a lot of volume. So the gas is not cheap, you know, but that's the price you pay for getting in at this price. Okay, so we'll just close this. We'll close that. And now you can see our balance is 1,498,000 of PLS. Okay, and that's it. Now just remember that if you don't want to use this option, which I used, I mean, it did throw a flag with my wallet guard, right? With wallet guard, you know, if we come here, I don't know if I can grab the actual site, but anyway, it said it was a phishing site, but at the same token, you know, I've used it twice, and it's not showing that we've given it any permissions, so we're just basically sending ETH to it. So. But you know, play it on the side of caution. Come into your MetaMask, create a new account by clicking on this. Create a new account. Call it, you know, burner, like that. Create it, okay. And then what you want to do is you want to change this to Ethereum, and then send some Ethereum to this, and use this as the primary address to show you what I've just done with everything. And then once you do have your PLS in here, just send it from this burner wallet to your main wallet, okay? So, I mean, that's just a safety precaution, okay? So, look, I hope that's helped. And if you've got any questions, anything you need help with, be sure to join our Discord group. I'll leave a link in the description and as a pinned comment. Even if you're totally new to crypto, we help beginners. We've got other projects that we're working on in there, or that we're involved with. Also, I'll leave a link to a new Telegram channel. It's just an announcement channel, but it might help you. I drop some alpha in there sometimes, so it's only a new channel, but it might help you with some information. And also, if you ever want to do a Zoom, I give them for free on different projects. I mean, I'll leave a link down there for Pulse maybe. So if you want more information about Pulse, you can book a Zoom. So I hope that's helped. Have yourself a wonderful day. And that's the rubbish truck in the background, so I know it's a bit noisy, but anyway, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.